Okay, so got it all back together. Thought it would work, but it's not. We've got enough gas there and the gas valve is opening. But yeah, it just keeps locking out to flame loss.
Hi everyone, welcome back to this week's Day in the Life of a Gas Engineer video. I'm going to make this quick because I'm sitting in the van. I've got the AC off at the moment, I've got the engine off, so I'm absolutely sweating where I can feel myself starting to sweat. Enjoy this week's video. It's a short one, kept it short and sweet as it's a midweek video. I hope you enjoy it. As always, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell button. You know what to do. I'm getting closer to 5,500 subscribers, which would be awesome by the end of the month. Trying to keep on track to get 10,000 by the end of the year, so every little helps. Enjoy the video and I'll catch you on the next one. Okay, so the job that I've got for today is moving this filter. So we've got a lady here who's considerably shorter than me, so every time she's sitting on the toilet and getting up, knocking her shoulder into there, or when people are coming in, they try and use the toilet, they're knocking into it. So we're going to be moving this filter from where it is at the moment to literally just up here. So the plan is, depending on how much pipe I've got on there, I might just be able to cut it back and press two couplings onto it, or I might just use, depending on how much pipe is in there, I might actually be able to get away with a slip coupling. So then I'll only have to use one fitting there, and then here I'll just obviously just cut out a section and then get two new olives, use the same nuts of that, and then pop it up there. So first things first, let's just get it drained down. I'm going to lock off the flow and returns on the boiler to stop any air ingress, and then put a filling loop holes on there, drain that straight into the toilet here. So relieve the pressure, crack it open, get the rest of the water out there. Then yeah, luckily they've used spacers, I think. No, there's no spacers, but the pipe's set away from the wall enough for me to be able to get my cuts around it, so shouldn't have too much problem there. So yeah, let's start draining down and then crack on. Okay, so move the filter up here. Managed to get away with just a slip coupling, so just one there. Didn't have to really alter any pipe work. And let's now do our test. So let's turn the flow turns on. Oh, something's leaking. Let's turn that back off. Where's that leaking? Oh, leaking from that point. Okay, let's get it back off again. Okay, crisis averted. It was just this that needed tightening up, which I found a bit silly. I thought it was meant to be hand tight and then, yeah, another little nip, but I've actually had to get my grips onto it to properly tighten it because it was just dripping from there. But that's stopped now. Luckily, we're just in the toilet, so just a bit of water on the floor there on the tile, so I'll mop that up. Other than that, we're back up to pressure now, 1.5 bars, or just under 1.5 bars. I'll just keep an eye on that while I tidy up, make sure there's no more drips, and then we'll just let the system run for a bit and we should be out of here. Okay, so next job we've got here, fitting another filter. So I know normally ideally we want to fit the filter on the return back to the boiler, but there isn't much space there and the customers asked me to fit it in the airing cupboard. Now I've tried to trace out all the returns where they're coming, but you've got the cylinder return going down into there. There's a non-return valve there which is pointing down, so that's the direction of the return. So that means that is our primary return. Now obviously can't do anything there with regards to fitting the filter, so he's asked me if I can fit it on the flow, which isn't ideal, but at least it's better than nothing. It's still be filtering something, especially as we haven't got space downstairs by the boiler itself. And he's bought the 2XB, so this is a 28mm connection, so I've got a couple of reducing sets, so we'll cut it into here, put the reducing sets into the nuts and fit the filter there. It's an open vent system, and luckily there's already a lever valve there, so I'm hoping it looks like there's a combined feed and vent there because I can only see one branch coming off of the T there,
rather than 2. So we'll pop my head up into the loft, see what's going on. If it is just a combined feeding vent there, I haven't got anything to bung because the lever valve will shut everything off. If not, I've got the bungs, bung the header tank and then make our cuts and everything and then get the filter in here. Okay, let's have a look. Right, F&E tank is down there, it seems. So let me put the tripod there. Get myself in here. It's tight in here, I'll tell you that. Right, I think this looks safe enough for me to walk on. I've got a couple of manual thumb vents there. That looks like it's a cold feed. That coming up. I'm loving this new IL925R. Okay, right. I don't actually know if I can put support on this. I think I'm gonna go on the joists, left and right. Okay. Right, let's see what we've got in here. So yeah, there's no vent, it's just a combined feeding vent. I've only got a vent for the hot water side, so that lever valve that I've turned off downstairs is what I need to do. So that's basically the system bunged, and yeah, let's start cutting into it. So on the 2XP, you need to make a 188mm cut just there, because this one doesn't, like, I think it's the short that I've done with the Pro 2, you get the sticker, so you can peel the sticker off and that's the exact length that you need to cut out, but you don't get any stickers, no hacks with these ones. It's literally just follow the instructions, cut out the section, put the new collars in, and these are the reducing sets that I've got. So where we've got 22mm pipe here, but we're using 28mm connections, just got these internal reducing sets, so that literally just pops into there, that nut goes on there, 22mm pipe just goes straight into there, and you just tighten it, and I believe on these ones you hear a little crack and then it splits, and then that basically crushes it and creates a seal. So just going to measure that up and get it cut. The system's been running, so it's quite hot, so I've got my wetback just in case if I need it. Okay, so the filter's on. I was going to have it facing this way, but then the bottom drain plug was right above this pipe, so I twisted it out so that easier maintenance to be able to drain it out. You can still get this off as well. I haven't done that tight. Oh, come on. Showing myself up now. No, alright, I'm not going to bother trying to twist the pipe, it's sealed itself up. But yeah, so that's all done. I cut it 188, but then I don't know, because of the reducing sets, it was still a little bit longer, so I had to take it off and recut it. But that's on there now. I've also got a couple of rad valves to change. They're on 10mm, so yeah. And I've got to change the tails as well, because it's got 3/4 inch lock shields, so I've got to replace the tails and the rad valve, so let's get those done now as well. Okay, so I've got a couple of rad valves to change as well. So we've got lock shield on here with a 3/4 inch connection. The new TRVs, I've also got 1/2 inch connection with a 15mm. So I need to change the tail on these. These are on 10mm pipework, so I'm not going to be touching the nuts and olives on those. Customers bought 10mm TRVs already, so I should be able to just pop those straight on. Now normally I would use Rapid Blue on the thread going into there, but because there's probably going to still be a bit of water in there, I'm just going to use the Loctite thread, because that I know it's not going to leak once it's in there. So yeah, let's get this one cracked open. I've shut that side off. System's still bunged or valved off. Let's get this swapped over. So that's one of them done. It was a little bit trickier than I expected. Luckily it's not a big radiator, so I was able to lift it off the wall to be able to get the old tail out, which is in the bucket there. And then there wasn't much movement on the pipe, so luckily again put the valve on there, lifted the radiator up and then push it onto that valve, so onto the pipe there, so that all lines up, all connects up. That's done. Got another one to do in another bedroom, so let's go and get that one done as well. Okay, that's the second one done. This mat is really handy because this side is all absorbent, the other side is waterproof, so obviously only got a couple of drops down there, but other than that it just absorbs all the water. TRV's been changed. Now let's open this up. Right, let's open up the Magna Clean. Yeah, I don't want to dose it with chemical, but we'll do that afterwards. I just want to check that we are all good here first. So, bleed key. Oh, it's always nice when you can hear that sound. Right, we'll let those vent out and then we'll test it all. Okay, so I've just got the filter out to add some cleaner in. It's probably been running for about 5 minutes just to check the radiator's getting hot. Look at that. It's already picked up all that, and that's literally just 5 minutes of circulation. So imagine after a year, that's just going to be all chocker on there. Right, let's get some cleaner in here. So that last one, I had to obviously fit the filter onto the flow pipe because there wasn't any space above the boiler. And within literally 5 minutes, or just over 5 minutes of circulation, you saw how much muck that the filter picked up. Everything there is on microbore, so it's not really something that we can power flush properly. So what the customer's going to do, I've added some MC5 cleaner into it. He's going to let it circulate for a week, and then he's going to drain the system out and then refill it and add some MC1 inhibitor in as well. Hopefully that will do something, but yeah, open vent systems, microbore, it's never a good combination. So yeah, I've done that one. Now this next job that I'm at is an Ideal Logic. It's a fairly new boiler. I think it's only about a year old, but they're getting flame loss. So there's a property management company that I do a bit of work for. They've asked me to come and have a look at it. If it needs any parts, then obviously I'll just send it up to the manufacturers for warranty repair. If it's something minor like flame loss, I'm guessing maybe block condense or something like that. Let's go inside and have a look, see what's going on. Right, let's run a hot tap. Let's fire it up. Right, let's see what's going on. Okay, so I've got the case off. There seems to be some sort of deposits on top of the burner, but there's nothing which looks like it's been leaking from the turret seal or anything like that. Again, my new favourite light, really coming in handy today. But literally, the boiler just keeps going on and off, on and off, on and off. And just keeps going to flame loss. So I'm going to take this off to see if that's causing a problem. Condense is fine, that's not blocked. But this might just be a faulty gas valve or something like that, and because it's under warranty, might need to call Ideal out, but I'm going to open that, see if that makes a difference, because sometimes that helps as well. Right, so I've just disassembled the fan, venturi, injector. All seems fine. That's all clear, nothing in there, nothing in here either. I'm going to call this in for a warranty call because I've got a feeling it might be the gas valve itself, because everything else here seems to be fine. There's no reason why it shouldn't be igniting and then staying alight. So still under warranty, we'll get Ideal out and find out what's going on. Okay, so got it all back together, thought it would work, but it's not. We've got enough gas there and the gas valve is opening. But yeah, it just keeps blocking out to flame loss. So yeah, I think it's going to be a call for Ideal. We can have a look at this one and see what they can do.
So I've just had a call from the landlord. They called Ideal, and apparently there was another valve or another gas valve behind that boxing, which I didn't know about. But which is weird because I had gas at the gas cock, and even when the boiler was trying to ignite, it wasn't going all the way down to 0. It was going down to about 18 millibars. So I had the blip, and then it was coming back up again. So I don't know exactly what's happened there, what's gone on there, but apparently it's working now, and Ideal don't need to go out there. Yeah, I didn't know that there was another valve behind that boxing. The gas cock underneath the boiler was fine, and I had enough gas at the boiler, and even when it was igniting, it wasn't going all the way down to 0, so it was holding enough gas. But yeah, apparently it's working, so that's that.